Jessica?
Good morning, Daddy. How would you like your eggs?
You making breakfast?
No bacon for me, but I made some for you and Noah.
Jessica, honey, this is great. Even better is having you home, away from that scum Spike.
I'm just glad to be back with the people I love.
And who love you. Is Noah up?
I don't know. I've been in the kitchen.
Well, go get him. Tell him breakfast is ready.
Sam? Don't bother. Noah's not home.
How do you know?
I found that over at the B&B when I was picking up some bills.
Ivy, what are you doing back here?
Please. Ivy's really been helping me out.
What did he say?
Said he's leaving town and he's not coming back.
What? Why would he leave?
To protect you all from retaliation by people he and Fancy crossed in Las Vegas.
I don't know.
Morning, all. Christine and I came to see Noah.
How early do these losers start drinking? Pool table's still here. Means I'll have a chance to win the money I need to leave Harmony.
Noah Bennett. I never thought you'd have the guts to set foot in here again.
Surprise.
Thank you again for coming down here so early.
I'm glad to. Looks like no one's in yet, so we have to wait. Ethan did all the paperwork you need to file for temporary custody of Mark. So all we have to do now is just wait and hope that the courts haven't awarded him to a childless couple, or that Mark, didn't have any relatives who came forward who want to keep him.
Well, before Maureen passed away, she said that she wanted me to take care of Mark, and she also said that there was no other family. And being a Crane has its advantages. I will indefinitely pull every string I possibly can to make the courts rule in my favor.
Well, I pray that that works.
Well, now you have Jane. Hopefully I'll have Mark soon.
Yeah. I am just hoping that we can keep Jane.
What, are you afraid that my father is going to help Teresa take Jane away from you too?
Sheridan, I am petrified, especially after what Teresa just pulled.
What?
Oh, she moved back into the mansion as Alistair's guest.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ethan swears up and down that he loves me and that nothing's gonna tear us apart. But with Teresa under the same roof, tramping around him all the time, I don't know. She's made absolutely no secret about the fact she wants him back, and knowing her, she's not gonna stop until she gets him back.
I must tell you, Ethan, I'm so grateful you agreed to defend Eve. There's simply no way she could have tried to kill me, or my father, or Liz, despite the evidence against her.
I just hope we can prove it, Julian.
I doubt it. Considering Eve's as guilty as sin.
I got your message. You made it sound that it was urgent that we talk.
Yeah, Whitney told me that she's planning on joining a convent.
Yeah, she told me the same thing. I think the situation with Fox and Chad and the baby has just become too much for her.
Yeah, especially with Chad being Miles's father.
You know?
Whitney told me.
Finally.
Wait a minute, Eve, you knew?
I've known for a long while.
Damn it, Eve, you knew and you didn't tell me?
Of course she didn't tell you, TC. What else would you expect of a lying whore?
I got here as soon as I could. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. My life is completely falling apart, but I am ending it, and I need your help.
You want me to assist you in your suicide?
listen, you've got it all wrong. I don't want you to help me kill myself.
Okay, you just said that you wanted to end your life and that you wanted...
Okay, just listen. I'm joining a cloistered convent because I can't be around anyone ever again, and I need you to take me.
What brought this on?
Well, listen, after the earthquake hit, I went to make sure that Miles was okay. All the phones were out, so I needed to go to Chad's to see him.
Okay, that's good, because even though Miles is adopted, he's still your son.
Well, it wasn't just Miles I was checking on.
And Chad. Right, because he's your half-brother, and he is the father of your child, so you were worried about him, too.
Yeah, well, they were both okay, but before I could leave, the tsunami hit. And Chad and I were there together. And, you know, it really felt like the world was coming to an end. And I didn't want to die without letting Chad know how I felt about him. So, well, we, yeah. Chad and I slept together again, and you know what? I liked it. I liked being with him. I love him.
Oh, God.
I know. It's sick. It's twisted. Trust me, I know. And that's why I need to go to this convent. I don't trust myself to be in a room with him ever again.
Julian, your mistress is guilty of 3 charges of attempted murder. Guilty, guilty, guilty. So no matter what defense you two dream up, it's futile. I'm afraid instead of singing at bars like Eve used to, she's going to be living behind them.
How dare you make light of this, Rebecca?
But I'm not. I'm simply stating the truth. You wanted my statement. I just gave it to you. Eve is guilty of trying to kill you, your father, and her sister. Your mistress is an attempted murderess.
How can you still love Eve when she lied to you about your child?
You told Liz that you still love me?
Yes. I thought she should know.
Yes, Eve. TC loves me enough to be honest with me, unlike you, who's kept the truth from him yet again.
Liz, Whitney is a grown woman. I was keeping her confidence. Whitney was adamant that no one know her secret. She only told me when Ivy insisted that she get a paternity test.
Wait a minute. You did the test, found out the results, and then you lied about the results, telling everyone that Fox was the baby's father.
Yes, I lied. Whitney was desperate that the baby not face the stigma of being a product of incest. I begged her to tell the truth, but she refused. And as her doctor, I had to keep her confidence.
Eve, don't hide behind that. It is inexcusable that you knew the truth this whole time, and yet you said not a word.
Well, what about you, Liz? Keeping your alleged seduction by Julian a secret all this time?
This isn't about me. It's about you, still keeping poor TC in the dark after you swore that you'd learned your lesson. You haven't changed. You're still the same lying whore you always were.
Just a mother keeping her daughter's confidence.
So, no one else knew, right? No one else at all. So someone else did know. Who, Eve? Who else knew?
Gwen, Ethan loves you.
I know he does, but Teresa is
Teresa
completely...
has tried to win Ethan over and has failed every single time. Look, you wouldn't have temporary custody of Jane if Ethan didn't see what kind of woman Teresa has become. She's no longer the starry-eyed dreamer that she was 5 or 6 years ago.
No, she is not.
And as far as my father helping Teresa get Jane so that Ethan will follow, well, he would have to be a spineless idiot to do that. But he isn't. He holds true to his commitments, especially when it comes to marriage.
Well, I really hope so. Look, enough about me. How are you? Have you heard from Luis yet?
He called while I was at Pilar's. He said he was hot on Beth and Marty's trail, but he hadn't found them yet. And until he does, I really don't care if I hear from him or not.
I know you don't mean that. Okay, maybe you do.
I'd have my child right now if it weren't for Luis.
I know that's partly why you want to be Mark's foster mother. You think it will help you fill some void in your heart that Marty left?
There's that, and the promise that I made to Mark's mother.
Those are both really good reasons. But do you think that you'll really be able to love another woman's child like your own?
You tell me. When you say that you love Teresa's daughter, do you mean that, or are you just saying that to try and score points with Ethan?
Is it pristine? Are you allergic?
No.
We just aren't used to having celebrities in our house.
Well, Fancy is hardly a celebrity.
Are you kidding? I see her picture in magazines all the time. And your dog, too.
Pristine is the real celebrity. Yes, you are.
Fancy, remember when I pulled you over way back when for speeding and driving without a license?
It's hard getting a license when you're underage. Plus, I kept forgetting that the states have speed limits. In parts of Europe, they don't, you know.
Europe? How chic.
So, could you tell Noah I'm here?
No, that won't be possible.
Seems that Noah's left town. Wouldn't know why, would you?
So, and I see you're still treating your customers like family.
I'm gonna treat you like the Manson family treated their victims if you don't cough up the money that you owe me. Pronto.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because that's why I'm here, you know, because of the money I owe you.
Then hand it over.
I just don't have it on me. Yeah, but I can get it.
Either you pay me everything that you owe me, plus interest, today, or you don't live to see tonight.
Ow. Pain? There's no need to bloody that nice, clean knife of yours, Matt. I got a foolproof plan to pay you back.
Is that so?
Plus interest.
Okay, well, I'm listening. But you better talk fast, because I'd much rather carve you up and sell you for spare parts than listen to you.
Noah's gone?
Yeah, he left us this note. Couldn't get into specifics, but he said it was better that he wasn't around all of us.
Oh.
Do you know what's going on? I mean, is Noah in some kind of trouble?
I really can't say.
Can't or won't?
Excuse me?
Are you sure you don't know why Noah left the way he did?
Whitney, hey, I thought you might be here.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Teresa. So, where'd you end up crashing last night? Your dad's place?
Chad, you and I have nothing to talk about.
Nothing but our future together.
Will you stop it, please?
No, I'm for real, Whitney. I love you. Okay, and Miles is proof of that.
Because you adopted him, right?
No, because Miles is my son.
Can you keep your voice down, please? I don't want everyone knowing that we have a son together.
You know Miles is your son?
What, you knew?
I told him last night. Fox knows too.
How did he take it?
Well, he was angry and upset, needless to say, but I think he's starting to accept it. I think he's going to be fine.
I can't believe everything that happened.
It was incredible, all right.
No, Chad's incredible. It was a mistake. It was a huge mistake.
This isn't the place to rehash that now.
And Teresa's right. We need to stop looking back and start planning for our future.
Planning for what?
I'm Miles's father, and we need to learn how to get along for his sake.
Okay, stop. You need to just stop it right now. I mean, come on. Everyone told me that once I told the truth, I would feel better. I would feel like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Well, I did it. I told the truth. You know, Fox knows, but guess what? I don't feel any better. I feel worse because I don't trust myself around you. Now, I am leaving Harmony forever. I'm joining that convent, and I'm never coming back again.
Could we move this along, please? I have a very busy day ahead of me.
All right. Rebecca, I need you to tell me everything that happened that night in the church basement when Eve allegedly poisoned Liz's drink.
Now let me see. Okay, as I later told Sam in the hospital, you see, I was upstairs in the church and I heard this commotion down in the basement. So I went down there to see what was going on and, well, I got down there just as Liz collapsed.
You were there.
Excuse me?
You were in the church basement when Liz and I were arguing before she drank the poison punch.
Was there anyone else in the basement besides you, Liz, and Eve?
No.
So you only saw Liz collapse. You didn't actually see Eve poison Liz's drink?
No. But Eve was the only other person there. And don't forget, the punch bowl wasn't poisoned, just Liz's cup.
Rebecca, what are you hiding from us?
Yes, sweetheart. Do tell.
You are my passion for life.
Rebecca, if you know something that will clear Eve and you're hiding it from us, I swear.
Don't you threaten me, Pookie. You need my signature on the divorce settlement so you can marry your mistress.
Ah. And what you need is for me not to go public with our home movies of you and your pet donkey. I don't think there's a man alive, rich or poor, would ever marry you again once he saw you ride that poor beast.
Okay. What do you say we stop this? Your futures have nothing to do with Eve's case.
Yeah, well, he started it.
Listen, I know she pushes your buttons. God knows she pushes mine too, but don't antagonize her. It's only gonna hurt Eve.
No, I agree, but you have no idea how duplicitous and deviant she can be. That woman is capable of anything at all.
You want to know who else knew the truth about Whitney's baby? Fine, I'll tell you. I don't have any secrets to keep now that Whitney's told TC the truth. Teresa knew. Whitney told her early on, and I eventually told Julian.
You told your lover and you didn't tell me?
Do you see what I mean, TC? Isn't it clear why you can't still love her? She hasn't changed. She is still the same lying whore that you divorced, and that's the reason why you did it.
Teresa, will you please drive me to the convent now? The sooner I get out of here, the better.
Whitney, you're lying to yourself. You think living in a come true to what's in your heart. That you love me and Miles.
Come on, Teresa, please.
What about your family, Whitney? My father, what are they gonna say when they ask me where you are?
Well, they know. They know everything. They know about you and me. They know about Miles and Fox, and that's where it ends. All right? No one else can ever know. I'll meet you in the car, okay?
I'll be right there.
Teresa, please, talk some sense into her. Holding up in some convent isn't gonna solve anything. She's not giving her life to God. She's running away from the life that God gave her.
Okay, Chad. I think she's made up her mind.
Well, if anyone can unmake it, it's you.
I'll try, okay?
Please, do this for Miles. Okay, I don't want him growing up without a mother.
Okay, see what I can do.
Your mommy's not gonna leave you, okay? So I hope not.
Just because you have some on-again, off-again thing going with my mother doesn't mean you can grill me like some criminal, Mr. Bennett.
Fancy, don't talk to Sam that way. If you hadn't complained to Alistair about Noah, Sam would still have his job as chief of police.
I'm sorry my grandfather had you fired. I felt just awful about it. I still do. I even asked grandfather to have you rehired, but he won't do it.
Well, thanks, both for the apology and for trying to get my job back. But if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna call Noah and see if I can convince him to come home.
Can I speak to Noah if you get a hold of him? I really want him back here with us.
Absolutely, sweetheart. Come on.
Fancy, wait. Why did you come here to see Noah? Alistair said you would protect him from those Vegas thugs if and only if you stayed away from him.
You really like eavesdropping on my conversations with grandfather, don't you, Mother?
What I really like is for you to stop wreaking havoc in everyone else's life.
You see what I have to put up with? Huh?
Do you care about anyone but yourself?
I care about you, Pressy Poo.
Fancy, don't you realize that by coming here,
Next.
Good morning.
Says who? I overslept, had to buy gas, and then I got a ticket for speeding. So,
I am very sorry to hear that. My name is Gwen Winthrop. I'm Sheridan Crane's representative. We are here about the papers filed on Miss Crane's behalf, seeking custody of the child she rescued during the tsunami. I have a copy of them right here.
Sheridan Crane, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you're too late. The kid went to someone else.
What?
Excuse me. Next.
What do you mean Mark went to someone else? Did a relative come forward to claim him?
Lady, how would I know? I just work here.
Well, not for long. If I...
We are so sorry that you had a bad morning, and believe me, we've had our share too. Would you mind just double-checking your paperwork? Sheridan Crane applied to be a foster parent to a young boy named Mark.
Sheridan Crane.
Right.
I thought you said Sherry Devane. I was looking in the wrong file. Here we are. Well, you're right. The application was approved.
Great. I'm gonna get Mark.
what happened in Vegas had more to do with you than Noah. You are the one who took the money. He was just trying to keep you safe. And now he's on the run and you're prancing around town in your designer clothes and your little dog, too.
Why don't you ever take my side?
Because it is always your fault.
That is so not true.
Really? Who caused the princess to duel and the animal handler to be mauled and Sam to lose his job and Noah to go on the run to protect his family?
The point is, I came here to tell Noah he doesn't have to worry anymore. Grandfather's making the Vegas problem go away.
Only you're too late, as usual. And now Noah is on the run for no good reason at all. Look at what you've done, Fancy. Sam and Jessica love Noah so much and they miss him. That is why I am never on your side. Because no matter what you do, no matter how good your intentions are, all you do is cause pain and heartache to everyone around you.
Did the call go through?
His cell phone keeps ringing, but he's not answering.
that you and Chad sleeping together is wrong. But there's got to be some way that you can stay in harmony, you can be a mother to your son, and just guard yourself against Chad.
Keep driving, Teresa.
Okay. Okay. What if somebody was always with you?
Like a chaperone?
Exactly.
And what if the chaperone can't be there?
Well, then you just have to force yourself to stay away from Chad.
I can't do that, Teresa. That's the problem. That's like telling a heroin addict to stay away from heroin. Or better yet, that's like telling you to stay away from Ethan.
It's not the same thing, Whitney.
Oh, yes, it is. You can't stand to be away from Ethan any more than I can stand to be away from Chad. That's why I need to be cut off. Away from everything and everyone, especially Chad.
It just sounds to me, Whitney, like you're punishing yourself for being in love.
I should be punishing myself for being in love with my own half-brother. Look, the most important thing is that I stay away from Chad, so I won't be tempted to be with him again, period.
I didn't betray you, TC. I was worried sick about Whitney not eating and the effect that it could have on the baby. I didn't know what to do, and in voicing my concern to Julian, the truth slipped out.
Well, damn it, Eve. If you didn't know what to do, why didn't you come to me?
Because you were already so angry with me. And I didn't want to risk you taking your upset out on Whitney or Chad.
Oh, she's lying, TC. Keeping secrets from you is second nature to her.
Liz, if you're such a beacon of truth, why didn't you at least tell TC about this alleged past with Julian when he asked you to be his wife? I mean, surely you didn't want to keep any secrets that might destroy your marriage to TC like it did to mine.
This is not about me, Eve.
It is when you try to look good at my expense.
All right, Eve, that is enough. Sweetheart, I am so sorry that I wasn't there for you for this whole nightmare with Whitney.
No luck reaching Noah?
No, he's not answering his cell phone. No cop on the force will still talk to me has seen him either.
I'm so sorry, Sam.
Me too, Daddy.
I just don't know why Noah would take off like that.
It's a good question.
Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, I hope so. Jessica's back with us now, safe and sound, and Noah should be too. I was getting used to having him around. Miss him already.
So do I.
Damn it!
Better luck next time.
Yeah, right.
So, who haven't I lost to yet, huh?
Noah's setting up tiny, but can he land the windfall?
How about you and me play for all these greenbacks, huh?
All right.
Noah! Long time no see. How about you play me instead? For old time's sake. And that cash.
You got it, Tiny. For old time's sake.
All right, winner takes all, right?
You got it, man.
All right.
But if I'm gonna beat you, I need a cheering section. Hey, everybody! Everybody! The next round is on me.
Jessica, I know what having Noah back home meant to you, you know. A little squirt. Listen, let's go in the other room and try calling Noah again on his cell phone.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, Fancy, nice to meet you. Maybe we can go shopping sometime.
I'd like that.
If we hear from Noah, we'll let you know.
Thanks, Mr. Bennett.
It's my fault. Noah's gone.
You bet it is, young lady. And if you have one shred of decency left in you, you will find a way to let Noah know that Alistair will protect him the same way he is protecting you so that he can come home and be safe with his family.
Come on, Pristine. We have to find Noah to tell him he can come home again.
Noah! 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 Yeah!
This game's over. I'm either gonna be flush with cash or dead.
Okay, Rebecca, I guess that's it for now.
Yes, consider yourself deposed, my dear.
Finally. I had no idea this was going to take so long. I'm late for my spa treatment. I want to look my absolute best at Eve's trial, because the press is going to come out in droves.
Yes, Rebecca's vanity never ceases to amaze me either, but the bills I get for her staying photogenic certainly do.
It's not that. I can't shake the idea or the feeling that she's hiding something.
Well, I agree. The trick is to prove it. Were we to do so, perhaps the charges against Eve would be dropped.
Eve will be convicted. She has to be. Oh, besides, she wanted to kill Alistair and shoot Julian just as badly as the rest of us. So, I'm afraid my poor Pookie, Eve is gonna take the fall on all 3 counts. And you, Eve, and Ethan are never gonna find out that I'm the one who accidentally poisoned Liz. No matter how hard you try.
This can't be happening, TC. Eve left you.
Liz, I threw her out.
Yeah, and she went straight to Julian. They've been intimate together.
So have we.
But she poisoned me, TC, me, her own sister.
No, I didn't.
Liz, let it go, okay?
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You were defending Eve.
Yes, I am. The only reason why Eve and I are apart is because I was a fool. If I had honored my marriage vows to her, we would still be together today. Eve?
I guess I should have knocked.
Chad. Look, it's Miles.
Coach Russell, Dr. Russell, look, I know you guys know everything. And that Whitney and I were together again.
Damn it, Chad. How could you?
Whitney and I are in love. Okay, we both lost our head. Only Whitney can't seem to get past it.
Yes, well, we'll talk to her.
Yeah. Together.
You can't. She's off to some cloistered convent. May already be too late.
Are you sure about joining a convent? Cutting yourself off from everyone you know and you love? Yes, Teresa, I'm sure.
May I help you?
Yes, my name is Whitney Russell, and I'm here to join the order.
I am so happy for you. Have fun, handsome.
Thank you. And look, try not to worry about Teresa taking Ethan and Jane away, okay? I will try. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
Alistair does not want Sheridan to have a child. Please, God, don't let him take Mark away from her, too. Because after losing Marty, losing Mark could destroy her.
I just wanted to let you know that Mark and I are on our way back to the B&B. Okay, bye.
Hey, what's a B&B?
It's a bed and breakfast.
Do you really think that Fox is your knight in shining armor?
God, Simone, where have you been all this time?
Got too much riding on this to let anyone or anything get by.
You and I are the only ones who know what I did. Ethan and Julian will never find out.